Alright, I'm back again, but this time I'm playing Minecraft. And I've played Minecraft before in the past. Uh, it was a long time ago, and I never actually owned a game, if I'm honest with you. I used to play it on when it was actually free with Windows. I think Windows 10 it was. And I've just been playing survival. To be honest, even before I actually had it for free on Windows 10, I played it maybe a couple of times on my mate's PlayStation. Um, but I've never really played it for a long time on my own. And so yeah, I've got back into it as of recent, and I've just started playing it. And when I was watching it in the past, or playing it in the past, I watched a few videos, and it was all about um, I watched a few videos on tutorials and stuff on how to make farms and things like that, and on how to make elevators. But I never found an elevator quite like this. To be honest, I haven't looked to see if there's any recent videos. I know Minecraft changes all the time, um, but I've created an elevator myself just by doing research on a wiki and things like that. And I've created an elevator which drags you down on its own and throws you back up on its own. All you have to do is step into it, and that is it. This is it in front of me. You can make it however big or small you like. So this is the downside. And the best part of this elevator is the fact that these bubbles keep your breath at maximum. So you will not die going up or down in this because you can't run out of breath because it gives you breath on its own. So you can put whatever the fuck you like down here. Don't make a difference. And to go back up, it goes really quickly. Look how quick that is. It's absolutely insane. And you get spat out at the water, and you can go back down again, or you can like just go down and up like that in circles and step back out again. It's simple as that. I'll show you how to build that. It's pretty simple. So yeah, I created my own private server. If you hadn't noticed, I'm just hosting it on my own router because I'm not going to fucking pay for a router, especially not going to pay for a server, especially since I just paid for the game. So to get started, what you're going to need is you're going to need any sort of pickaxe, any sort of shovel, this iron helmet which is enchanted, Aqua Affinity or Respiration 3. Doesn't really make a difference. Well, I suppose it does a little bit. They both do different things, but I personally think the Respiration 3 is probably your best bet. And if you do it correctly, you won't need the Aqua Affinity one anyway. You're going to need some magma blocks. You're going to need 4 of them, or 1 of them. Depends how big you want your elevator to be, or 2 of them. Yeah, all depends on the shape and size of your elevator. Soul Sand, exactly the same shape and size of your elevator. Soul Sand's going to send you upwards. Magma Block, he's going to bring you downwards. You're going to need kelp, lots of kelp. 64 probably at the minimum. If you're going down a bedrock, and you're going to want glowstone probably if you want to have some light in your elevator as well as some signs, and the signs will stop the water coming through. So to begin with, what we're going to do is we're going to make a, and also like it depends, do you want your elevator to be together or not? Like, do you want them to be linked like mine was, or do you want them to be have like a little line in the middle so you could put glass so you could see the other water? It depends how you want to make it. So for this one, what we will do is we'll make it. I'll tell you what, we'll start over here again, and we'll do exactly what I had in the last show. So we got a 4x2 square here, and we're going to go all the way down to bedrock. And bearing in mind that I am in creative mode, so I can fly. If you're doing this survival as I did my first time, it will take you a lot longer, and you have to work it out for yourself how you're going to get around different things. But just to make this quick and easy, I'm going to shoot through this and mine my way through all the way down to bedrock, and then I'm going to fly back up to the surface and do exactly the same thing again. In survival, you're probably going to have to start using the material you just collected from mining down slowly. What you know, fucking diamonds. It took me forever to find diamonds in my survival mode. Okay, we're at bedrock, and it appears I can actually mine through my bedrock, which is interesting. I'm just going to put some glowstone in there, fill it in, and yeah, probably glowstone, whatever. I'm just going to use glowstone as my infill one. So not magma. What am I doing? Right, that's bedrock, and that will do. So we'll fly to the surface and start from up there. Be easier. So you mine this all out. I mean, it doesn't even have to be underground. You could do this in a sky base if you wanted to. But obviously in a sky base, you're going to want to have a floor, or no, not a floor, some walls in place to stop the water escaping. So we'll just go down one this time. Okay, there's that. And we'll do these two. Now, the way this works is basically Soul Stand pushes you up. It sort of creates a bubbles which go all the way upwards to it goes to infinite amount of water. However, the water has to be source water. It can't be flowing water. It has to be actual soul block water, source block water, and it's exactly the same with magma blocks. It drags you down just as exactly the opposite of what Soul Sands does. Tell you what we do, just make this look nice, and we just do that. But you're not going to be able to see that anyway after we finish with this thing. So we stay at the bottom, and so yeah, the magma blocks do it differently because they what am I saying? So the magma blocks basically drag you down, but yeah, again, the air bubbles that are dragging you down go as far up as the source blocks of water go. So it can't be flowing blocks of water, but it just goes up and up and up until it can. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have. I'm going to need dirt, aren't I? So let's grab some dirt. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to plant some dirt in your 4x2. You're going to want to put some signs up. So yeah, you can make this however the fuck you like, really. It's just doesn't really make too much difference. But what you will want to do is this side, which is going to be the magma side, you're going to want to be flush with the floor, and this side here, which is going to be your soul sand side, you're going to want to keep a level difference. So it's probably worth keeping 3 headroom there, and then once we're in there we can just go through here until we meet up with our other cavern, Did I? Yeah, there. So once we're in here, we can just meet up again, and there we go. So that looks pretty good to me. We just do that, and then after that, we're going to put a sign here, a sign here, a sign there. Don't have to say anything. You can write what the fuck you like on it if you want to. It doesn't make a difference. In fact, we'll just take 4 out there. Okay, so now that's done, what we want to do is we would like to go to the surface. I think I need some water blocks, don't I? I do need water, so I'm going to get rid of the helmet and we're going to grab some water buckets, and we'll go to the surface. So once you're up here, you're going to place water, and you do not have to actually, I'm screwing this up a lot, but you don't have to actually fill in all 8 of them. Yeah, you don't have to. All you need to do is actually, you just need to fill 1 in until every single gap is filled, because what you're basically, this is all moving water and you're going to be changing it anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. So once this is all filled in, you're going to swim to the bottom. Now, if you're doing this with 2 people, you could have someone fill it in while someone stands at the bottom. But this is why respiration takes is quite useful, because your breath goes down quite quickly. Now I'm in creative mode, you're not going to see it, but anyway, it's also quite good if you, I didn't show you this, but if you sort of just put in the glowstone, this is the whole point of having it. So if we just layer the bottom of this with glowstone and get my dirt back in there, and we'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, fill that in. You don't have to do it exact, you can do however you like really. Just as long as there is some light in your tunnel, otherwise it looks like you're going into infinity. And then once you have some light inside, that is looking okay, you can go down to the bottom again. Do it in whatever order you like. This is literally just showing you the basics, but now you need to plant your kelp. Now, obviously, depending on how much kelp you've got, depends how quickly you can do this. You can do it in 1 square at a time if you want to, if you haven't got much kelp. You can do it all at a time if you've got lots of kelp. Doesn't make a difference as long as you have got enough kelp to get for you from the top to the bottom. And basically, wherever the kelp is now a source block of water. It's not flowing water anymore, it's a source block of water. So we're just going to go up and do every single bit of kelp very quickly. And just keep flying up to the surface, keep planting your kelp. And then we've got 6 more to go. It's actually quite difficult to do all of them at once, which is why I prefer doing it one at a time. But we'll see if we can do them all at once. So you basically just want to bring this kelp all the way from your the bottom of your elevator to the top of your elevator, and change every single block of water from a moving block with water flow into a source block of water, and that is exactly what the kelp is doing at the moment. And we're almost there. Let's just get this higher. Now obviously if you're in survival mode you're going to be running out of breath here. Let's just fill that in, which I can't for some reason, so we'll just keep going up. So yeah, you're going to be running out of air, so you're going to have to keep taking breaths, or as I said, just do one at a time and use the respiratory 3 helmet enchant. Very useful enchant, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, so that is every single one of these filled to the top with kelp. So now every single block of water in there is a source block of water, which basically means there is no current whatsoever. So now we can go all the way to the bottom, swim through this kelp, and now once we're at the bottom, on the side that we set up to be I haven't got a sign in place, okay. So on the side that we destined to be like that, so it's flush with the ground itself, we're going to put the magma blocks. So we now can destroy our kelp, and we're going to chuck our magma blocks in there. And on the side that is not flush, we can destroy our kelp and our dirt, and we can put our soul sand. And give it a second, and you'll see all the kelp getting pulled down to the magma side, which is our down side of the elevator, and there's no kelp here because it's all been pushed to the top. So if we go up, it just throws you up to the top, and there's our kelp, and you can see it's like a jumping jacuzzi. And if we step over this side, we're going to get dragged down. And as I showed you in the survival mode, all these bubbles give you air, so there's absolutely no risk of you dying of oxygen starvation or whatever. The only thing that is to be careful of, I am in survival, in creative mode, so I'm not taking damage here, is these magma blocks do hurt you, but they don't hurt you that much, if I'm honest with you. But if you are, I'll show you, if you're coming down, so you're coming down here, if you just hug this wall and keep pressing on W and go forwards, you're not going to touch the bottom, so you're not going to take damage. And once you're in here, you can do whatever you like. In my mode, I think just ploughed through this wall here, and then just made a little base. Well, was going to make a little base, I haven't done it yet, but yeah, plough through that wall there and do what you like, really. I did, obviously at this level you're going to find lava and stuff. Just don't let it touch your water, probably best thing. And other than that, that is it. The signs obviously stop the water coming through to this area here, as you can see, like that. So if you just chuck up a sign, yeah, no water gets through, and it's simple as that. Going upwards is rapid, absolutely rapid, and going downwards isn't as quick, but it's still fairly quick. And again, you don't die of oxygen starvation, so you don't drown. And yeah, they're really easy to build, really fun to build, and yeah, I hope you learnt something from this. To be honest with you, um, I was just impressed that I found this myself just by searching the wiki on different items and just had an idea in my head and wanted to build it. So I haven't looked on YouTube, haven't seen if there's any other builds. I just wanted to show you guys, and yeah, thanks for watching and hope you learned something, and I'll see you next time. Remember to like and subscribe. Take care.